Oh yeah!
Welcome. What's going on?
You are now listening to
Primordial Soup!
Oh yeah! I'm gonna be in some soup! Please be in our soup! You're gonna like it!
Primordial Soup!
Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Pea Soup.
We're peeing in your soup for the second time.
That's right. Fresh bowl coming right your way.
We're going to just start this thing off by saying a quick thank you to everybody that's subscribing to the Patreon. We love y'all. Last time we had 5 patrons. Now we got slightly more than 5.
That's right. And I'm going to read the names right now. A very special thank you to Eels, Xavier, Judas, Jackson, Melanie, Bit Pixie, Jennifer, Jesse, Bentstick Remedy, Ian, and Samantha. Thank you guys so much
for
subscribing
so much
to the Patreon and supporting us as we make an animated show
and this podcast and make y'all laugh in general.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. We're here to just spread some good energy and make people laugh.
Yeah, we love you. But right away, I'm going to need to address some comments that we've been receiving. And I'm sure you've seen those comments as well.
Yeah, for some reason, the most popular comment seems to be, why are the voices pitched down?
Yeah. Yeah, why are they so deep and sensual and
sexy?
Yeah. But, I mean, that's just our natural voice. I don't know what else to say.
I would understand if... I just don't understand.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't understand. I'm not going to change my natural born voice for anybody.
Right, and you shouldn't. I wouldn't want you to.
Why would you want to change your natural born voice?
I wouldn't change anything about myself for someone else.
No. I was birthed a deep, sensual, sexy man. Why would I change my voice for anyone?
I don't think you should. And anyone who thinks that is a hater.
You guys want me to talk like this or what? Hey, you want me to talk like this? All high and stuff?
Is that what you want? I don't think so.
Is that what you want? You want me to talk all high? And, like a loser?
I'm not going to do that.
Don't give in.
I'm not going to do that for anybody. I can't give in.
No.
That's one of the 7 deadly sins.
Giving in.
Giving in.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know.
What was his name? Crabmonger?
I think so.
Crab beater?
Do you have your phone?
I do have my phone.
Because I don't have mine, but...
We're going to tell you the culprit right now.
I think it's Crabmonger commented on our video. And
Crab bags.
Crab bags.
Crab bags on YouTube.
He really hurt my...
Can't wait for more episodes, but please get rid of the voice pitching. I'm sorry, Crab bags. I'm not changing this natural born voice for anybody.
I mean, this is just how we sound, and I personally, I don't think
You're just gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah, I mean, if it becomes a problem in the future, I mean, I guess we could look into software to pitch up our voice and sound different. But I mean, that's really
too much effort.
That goes against
everything we stand for.
Yeah, and I won't stand for it.
I won't. We're sitting right now because we absolutely refuse to stand.
Not happening. But I mean, we're just doing us.
I plead the 5th.
I'll plead it too.
We're gonna start off today hot and spicy.
For real though, Cry's been growing some peppers.
I've been growing some peppers in the garden, and we're gonna start the podcast off by eating these spicy peppers and trying to maintain cohesive conversation. Let's touch pepper tips.
All right, cheers.
I had a hemorrhoid yesterday. This is the worst idea.
Yeah, definitely not. These are spicy.
Oh yeah, it's hot as fuck. Chase it down.
Then we'll take another bite.
With a cold, not sponsored guayaki yerba mate.
Yeah, shout out yerba mate. We've been getting shit done because of them.
Yeah, 100%. I honestly can't do anything recording related in any way, shape, or form without a yerba mate.
I can't do anything at all without that.
I'll tell you what, I hope this don't burn on the way out.
I probably will.
You don't believe in aliens?
No, I do. I'll be the first one to say that they're real.
Do you believe in a sentient flesh pit living in the earth?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Who people go in their orifices and have crazy wild sex parties.
See, that part is what's confusing to me. If there's like people are getting turned into other things when they go there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a post on Reddit, but I feel like that could be like some weird twisted millionaire fantasy.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the richer you get, the more weird shit you get into and until you become completely unrelatable.
Entirely.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view event of the century, sponsored by IGG Tech and Coco Melon. Dana White presents Billionaire Beat Off. Jeff Bezos versus Elon Musk in a no-rules cage match. Fight to the death. Completely naked, covered in lube. Which billionaire will slip out on top? And which billionaire will join Jeffrey Epstein on a one-way ticket to hell? Winner takes all! Order on pay-per-view today. Show your receipt at participating Six Flags for 20% off your family vacation. Paid for in Puerto Rican tax dollars.
Like super rich people are into like shamans and
they're into weird shit, but I feel like once you reach a certain threshold of income, your main focus becomes how do I avoid paying taxes?
yeah.
You're like,
true.
oh, I'm hella rich, just having fun, and then you reach a certain point where you're like starting businesses to launder money. You're creating fake charities. You're doing things to like finesse taxes.
Yeah, and I don't think they're all like fake or they probably do make
I feel like
real
a good portion of them
and
are
actually
fake.
do help, but
Nah, bro, most charities don't be helping, bro. Charity event organization, like, you know, for example, I'm on the autism spectrum, and I do not fuck with Autism Speaks, the fucking charity, you know? They'll be like, oh, Autism Speaks charity organization fundraiser. We raised $100,000, but you know how much it costs for the fundraiser event? $999. Yeah, like, bro.
Yeah. Wait, so that's why you don't.
There's so many charities like that, bro. That it's like it's a ruse for rich people just to throw these fancy events and look like they're great fucking Samaritans and they're good people.
Yeah.
And it's just to throw a fancy party and like stroke their own ego.
I mean, I feel like if you are super rich,
Like even the Red Cross, there's like all those organizations are fucked, bro. Fucked. Salvation Army, fucked. All those are super fucked. It's so convoluted and so like they not actually, bro. They not helping nearly as much as they say they're helping.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I feel like those things could actually make a big difference.
A difference if it was like, you know, I feel like there is some charities out there that are started by like good-willing people that really are trying to make a change and help.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is the minority.
If someone does have the money and wants to start a charity, I feel like that's a good thing, right? Because
but they're starting the charity not to start a charity. They're starting the charity to finesse tax money.
Yeah. But there's also people who don't have money that are starting charities and like trying to collect to make a living. And it's like, I understand you want to...
People see it as a finesse. You know how many people start churches and religions so they can collect tax-free income?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, bro. A lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
People see it as an opportunity versus as a something of goodwill. You know what I mean?
That's my biggest issue when it comes to that stuff. People who are trying to, like, gain... When the whole point is to give.
But it's how do you see what's what?
No living creature deserves to live without love. No living creature deserves to go without food.
No food.
Or shelter.
No shelter either.
Or belly rubs.
Yeah, no belly
For
rub.
just 5 cents a day. You can provide cardboard pellets,
It's only 5 cents.
as well as a cardboard square to sleep on.
Sleeping on a cardboard bed.
To one of these poor, helpless, malnourished, mentally abused, and absolutely grotesque animals.
They smell like
is it? Why does this animal smell like shit? And why is it in my apartmentcomplex.com?
You don't give a shit.
No. Then you're just kind of like...
Same with in high school, bro. I remember at the high school I went to, it was like a fucking orgy of who they would be like, oh, we're having a whole Make-A-Wish week event to raise money towards Make-A-Wish. And then it became like a douchebag pissing contest of who had the most money, whose parents were donating the most, who was flexing. Like, kids weren't donating to make a difference to Make-A-Wish. They were like, hell yeah, I raised $10,000 because my dad owns Ferrari of Denver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's probably like prizes too. Like
yeah, there is prizes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that money is going towards the budget for all the events. Like, oh, you know, like, we're holding our soccer tournament at the Dick Sporting Goods Center for Make-A-Wish. You know how expensive that shit is, bro?
Yeah.
They'd be spending their whole budget on some bullshit.
And I don't know, depending on like who they knew, it could have been like free to host it there or do whatever event there, but
Not likely.
I don't think anything is
Motherfuckers
free.
is shaking hands and patting backs, bro. That's always how it goes.
Yeah.
I've learned that being in the music industry, people are constantly just patting backs and shaking hands, patting backs, shaking hands. All these new artists blowing up, like so many people, their daddy worked for Universal Music Group or, you know, work for Sony Records, or my mom's best friend is a A&R, a record executive, or a casting director, or it's all about who you fucking know. And that really sucks.
I mean, that's life though. I mean,
It is life, but
fuck,
you gotta you constantly just kiss a bunch of ass to like, for what? I could be way bigger than I am, but I'm not in LA fucking kissing ass, bro. Riding dick for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Being fake homies, fake picking up and be like, oh, motherfuckers meet you twice, one time, talk to you online, and you answer one DM, and they're like, oh, brother, you're my brother.
Yeah.
We're vibing, bro.
Yeah, true.
It's so whack. That's why I never even go to LA, bro. I'm constantly just like avoiding going to LA and like New York and places like that because people's ego is so fucking big. You can't even be in the same room with 3 people and hold a 5-minute conversation without someone talking about followers, likes, name dropping their famous best friends. If the coolest thing about you is somebody cool you know, you are fucking not cool. You are not cool. You're not cool in any way, shape, or form if the coolest thing about you is your homie.
Yeah. Yeah, that I mean, there are people like that's their identity.
That is their identity.
Like
and they're okay with it.
Yeah.
They're okay with, oh yeah, like LA life, so sick. I share an apartment with 12 of my friends and we all pay $2,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what the fuck? My mortgage is $2,000 a month for a whole house. Like,
not for like 1 bedroom.
that's what I'm saying. Like, people, it's so twisted and so fucked, and people be thinking, oh, I'm gonna move out to LA and my life is gonna change. My whole life will change. We joked about it this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, the moment
You said your TikTok is my TikTok is getting more views than yours, and we posted the same TikTok, and I was like, LMAO, you're famous, and he sent me a picture of
a one-way
ticket to LA. Fucking, but people really be acting like that in real life, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. LA's it's a beautiful place.
Not even, bro.
But
it's artificially pretty.
yeah.
All the palm trees and everything were stolen from fucking tropical places and just like planted there. Yeah, that's not native, bro.
Damn. I don't know.
It's artificially pretty, bro.
Yeah.
It's just as gross as New York. They just put glitter on it. That's literally the difference between Hollywood and New York City is they're both pieces of shit, and New York's cool, don't get me wrong, but they don't give a fuck that it's gross and grimy, that they rock with it, and Hollywood just puts glitter on the shit. And then they act like they're fucking, I don't know, like El Dorado, the city of, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. No, anytime I go there, I just see like a bunch of like shiny things and people dressed real nice, which is not a bad. I'm not saying
no, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah,
I like when people take
yeah.
care of themselves and care about like, you know, shit like that. But it becomes their whole personality.
Yeah. I mean, I see when you see like a bunch of nice cars and stuff like that, it's motivating. But I mean, I thought I was like seeing way too many.
Mm. But none of those people own their nice cars, bro. All these
I
social media influencers, they don't own their homes. They don't own their cars. They don't even own any of the shit they have. It's some mystery behind-the-scenes investor that's like, hey, Hype House, I'll pay for this mansion for you to live in and then take 90% of your revenue. And then you're just in debt to this fucking billionaire.
But you look like you're
you're a circus animal.
Yeah.
You're like clapping cymbals and jumping through flaming hoops to basically, if you fall off, you're fucked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
These billionaires will own your whole fucking life.
Well, I think that it's even worse than that, where people are just, like, in debt. Like, just, people are just in a shit ton of debt.
And that's
like,
why you have these social media influencers doing crazy shit, doing out-of-pocket things to their friends and putting people in dangerous situations and doing all these ridiculous public pranks. And, like, they have to keep it up. Like, you reach a threshold on social media, and once you get these certain numbers, you have to, like, almost act a fool to keep them.
Otherwise, people are going to get bored. And
it's how people are. There's a new famous person, a new social media dude, a new movie star every fucking month, bro.
Yeah.
There's someone new popping up, and the old ones are falling off.
But, yeah, the next month,
and
either
you're constantly chasing a dragon. That's why I don't do fan service. I was just telling you that yesterday. I don't do fan service no more. I don't make what my fans want to hear because what am I going to do? Be a fucking slave to my fans, constantly making what they want to make, and then music isn't fun for me when I do that. When I do that shit, you know what I mean? You become a dream job turns into slave labor.
Yeah.
You know, it turns into me feeling like I can't do what I want and people aren't going to like what I put out, and then I become mentally stressed out. Like, I'm already bipolar and fucking have depression. I don't need all the extra pressure of 14-year-olds on the internet. Fucking fuck you, man. Make your old shit. I hope you fucking die. Your new shit's so gay, you fag. Bro, people want me to be depressed my whole life. They want me to be on drugs. They want me to be... I'm not... Shit. Anything that turns you completely incoherent is not good for you, bro. You should be, like, in control.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't drink. I can't even drink alcohol because I don't like being incoherent. I don't like being in a state of mind where I can't control what I'm doing, or I'm not making rational decisions, or like no, it's not for me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't drink either. I mean, I drink.
I'll occasionally have like, if I'm at an event or like at a family, like my in-laws for dinner or something like that. Okay, I'll have a glass of champagne. I'll have one mixed drink. I'm not going to sit there and go to the bar, or I'm not going to slam some beers.
Yeah. I mean, even then, like, sometimes I'll have a drink just so people don't ask, like, hey, why don't you grab something? Why don't you have a drink with me? I remember people all the time used to ask me why I don't drink. So what do you mean? Do I really need a reason? Like, I never understood that.
Bro,
and it was
real.
every party I went to, it's like, oh, why aren't you drinking? Oh, I don't drink. Why not? I just don't.
I just don't. People say this. I mean, I smoke, but I don't drink. If you're like, oh, but you smoke? I'm like, I've never been too high to do anything. I've never been too high to drive. I've never been too high to have a conversation.
Right.
Like, I've never been too high to where I'm going to hurt someone if I get in a vehicle, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you don't even drive anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's part of a big reason why the control is 100% the reason. Like, I need to, if I have to leave, if I have to do something, I want to be able to do it. I don't want to be like,
stuck. Let me call an Uber. Let me leave my car here and get it tomorrow. Bro, people be doing that.
That's fine.
I used to go out to bars with people that are like, oh, they'll drive there and they'll be like, oh, I'll come get my car tomorrow. I'll take an Uber or the light rail to go get it. Like, damn, all to get wavy, and you don't even remember what happened the night before? Waking up in strangers' beds and shit?
Yeah.
Bro.
The worst is like when someone says, I'll drive us tonight, and then you go out and they're having
drinking.
a better time than everyone else, like just drunker than everyone else.
Yo, that's the worst.
Because you put your faith in someone,
that's
you put your trust in someone, and now you're screwed. I don't need to drink to have a good time. You know, I'm having a better time than everyone else.
Off of life, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people are like, how are you not drunk? You're...
Because I don't hate my life.
I mean, I mean, for real though, yeah. I'm just happy to be with you guys. I mean, listen, people are still developing who they are and what they like all the time. It doesn't matter how old you are. But if your personality is drinking, that sucks.
Bro.
And there's, I mean, I felt this too whenever I, had a couple drinks. You start to feel like, wow, I'm a lot cooler. I'm a lot more confident. But you can do and say the same shit when you don't drink. It's just you might feel a little bit better about it. Well, a lot better in some cases when you do have a drink. But if you start saying to yourself, I like who I am more when I'm drunk. That's
not
the
good.
beginning. That's the beginning of the end of the end for real. Because you start thinking
you're going to become dependent on feeling confident in yourself and be like, oh, gotta be loose.
Yeah, I can't
be
do
me
this without having
it.
a drink, because I'll do it better if I have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
that's a dangerous state of mind, bro. Like alcohol just be scary to me altogether.
Yeah,
I was 19 years old, living on my own, right, and I didn't really have much friends my age. Like most of the people that I hung out with were significantly older than me, and I lived next to this girl. I'll call her Janet for the story's sake. And Janet lived in the same apartment complex as me. She was in her 30s, and she was like a project manager at TW Telecom.
Damn.
And she had an important job, like like businesswoman, didn't fuck around. But when the weekend came, nobody gets more fucked up than Janet, fool. Nobody getting more slosh, nobody doing more drugs than Shorty. So one time I was like, all right, like I was young, I was 19, I was still kind of like into partying or whatever. Went to a party, and it was the same situation. She's like, oh, like I'm not gonna have much to drink, I'll drive us and drive home. And so I'm like, all right, cool. We go to the party. 20 minutes into the party, bitch is so fucking wasted, can't even walk straight. Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna go home. So I'm like, oh fuck. Bitch gets in her car in the driver's seat. So I'm 19. I'm still like really shy and afraid of like confrontation and afraid of people. So almost 10 years ago. Like, so I was, 7, but like 8, but still, I was much more shy. I was afraid of the dynamic of a 19-year-old trying to tell a grown-ass woman what to do. I was like still, not there yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just get in the passenger seat. And I'm like, hey, like, do you want me to call us an Uber? Like, trying to do anything I can to make sure she doesn't drive away. Mm-hmm. She drives away. But I didn't even get a chance to close the door.
And she's off.
So I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
Like, I could die right now. Like, literally.
Gosh.
And this was in Denver by DU.
No.
And so we're driving, and bro, I thought I was about to have a seizure from anxiety. I was like, very few times have I been that afraid. Yeah. Because it just went on for too long.
It doesn't matter how short the drive is.
No, bro, it was so long. And there was one point where she turned onto Evans, like we're on the one way.
Yeah.
The wrong way.
Perfect.
So she was facing oncoming traffic, and then just stopped and passed out in the driver's seat. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And like,
what'd you do?
I'm not like I'm a big dude. I'm like, 6'1", like 180 pounds. I'm like a decently big dude. She's like she's like 30, like 1, but like little. I literally like pull her over me out of the fucking she didn't have no seatbelt on, no nothing. Jeez. I grab her by her shirt, pull her all over on top of me, like while I jump into the, switch seats with her, and I jump into the driver's seat, and like, bro, I slam my foot on the gas as fast as because there was traffic. People were coming. Her lights were off, bro. This was nighttime. This was 1 a.m. Oh my
gosh.
I slam on the gas, drive over the median, and just drive straight into over the curb into some random parking lot, popped 2 of the front tires. And bro, so afraid. I was like, damn, I just like saved my life and this girl's life.
Yeah.
Fucking, I get her out trying to like, hey, like, your car's fucked. Well, I'm going to get you an Uber home. She said, no, like we're in Denver where all these like, there's commercial buildings right next to homes. You know what I mean? So she runs over to some random person's yard and just passes out on the front lawn. And so I'm like, fuck, I can't leave this woman like, skirt coming up, fucking sloshy drunk, just passed out in the middle of Denver like that. Who am I to just leave her like there? Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta sit on this person's stoop all fucking night until this bitch fucking wakes the fuck up.
Sobers up. Yeah, shit like that'll make you never want to drink again.
No, bro. 6 a.m, the dude comes out from his house to go to work, and he's like, yo, who are you? And I'm like, yo, this is the situation, I didn't want to leave her here. And he's like, you know what, like, let me get my wife, I'll have her sit with here. He's like, you should go home and get some sleep.
Wow.
And so I, went home, and 2 hours later get a call from Janet, like, where's my car? Like, I'm like, yo, I'm never hanging out with you again. Like, that was the last time I ever hung out with Shorty. That shit was wild, bro.
That's messed up.
Are you a stepdad looking to buy the affection of your children? Or maybe your kids are trying to get used to their new stepmommy. Come on down to Oktoberfest at Chuck E. Cheese. Let your children roll around in a bacteria-infested ball pit while you get totally wrecked. For just $100 a person, all you can drink, all you can play. Complimentary child leashes available for everyone. So come on down to Oktoberfest at Chuck E. Cheese. October 1st through September 31st. 5 a.m. through 5 a.m. Get your early bird tickets today at Ticketmaster.com.
Damn. Yeah, people need to just
chill out.
Just
I
relax.
mean, alcohol's cool if you're doing in moderation, bro. Anything is cool in moderation, bro. People want to be like, I want to drink till I puke. Why?
That sounds awful.
Alcohol is literally like poison. It's like fermented shit. Like it's fermented grain juice.
Yeah.
You're giving yourself fucking food poisoning every time you drink it. Like, I don't understand, bro. And those people be like, oh, you fucking pothead piece of shit, smoking your weed and the devil's lettuce, getting so high you losing your memory. Bro, what the? The hell no, bro. I swear I breathe cleaner than them people too.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, well, because the first thing they do after they have a drink or two is smoke cigarettes.
Bro! I know so many people that are like, yeah, I smoke only when I'm drunk, and then they drink every night. It's like, so you smoke cigarettes.
You smoke, yeah, I get it, yeah. No,
only when I'm drunk, though.
When I
okay,
drink.
so like 5 out of 7 days a week.
Yeah.
When you're not at church with your family.
Sure. If even. And even then they're drinking.
Drinking too much of the communion wine.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that stuff's not a part of your life.
No.
I'm so glad. I remember one of my best friends, I've known him since growing up, he passed away just last year because of an overdose. And we used to talk all the time about that stuff. And thanks, man. But I remember he told me one thing. He was like, you need to be in control of the drug. Don't let the drug control you. And he said that to like make me feel like
better about
it. Like he's gonna be okay.
I think he was giving himself advice.
Yeah, but
I hate when you try to be like that towards somebody and they turn you into the fun police.
Yeah, it's like he was doing that to me. He was just telling me like, relax, I got it under control. Everything's fine. And then when my mom called me to tell me that he didn't, that he passed away. And I was like, no, you must be thinking of someone else. There's no way it's him. And I just like hung up the phone and had a bad day.
I'm sorry about that, bro.
Thanks, man.
Sometimes people be just testing their limits. It's why it's good to have friends like you and people that at least you can direct your focus away from those kind of things. It's like I was feeling super depressed and super down before we started working on the show.
Same.
I feel like there was times I contemplated like, fuck it all, let me just like do some oxy, or let me and then let me just focus all of this energy into this show.
Right.
And it's been such therapy to keep my mind away from anything like that.
Same.
Just because it's a trap, bro. You think,
absolutely,
and that's always when people like get hurt, or they're like, I haven't done hard drugs in years. If I were to do it again, that's when people OD. Is they go back to doing the amount that they did when they stopped or they took a break, and then it's too much.
Yeah.
And it's a trap. It becomes your focus. Like drug people are like gym people. There's very few people I know that can be you know, a drug person and it's not their whole personality. Same with gym people. I know people that go to the gym and it's just like, yeah, they go to the gym and they're in shape and they're not shoving it down my throat every time. Hey, bro, this creatine drink, doing reps. Do you even lift, bro? You know, like that. It's cringe when people turn an everyday thing. Like, everyone exercises, bro. Like, we get it. You're yoked, we get it. You're muscly, we get it.
Yeah.
But like people that make that, I'm brushing my teeth ain't my whole personality.
Right.
Making music ain't even my whole personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People, I'm like Shrek. I got layers. Onions.
Yeah, you gotta have those layers. You don't want to just be one solid.
Yeah, I don't like one-dimensional people.
Yeah.
It's they're very boring.
Right, because there's only one thing you can talk to them about.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm not talking about fitness, they don't even want to sit in the same room as me.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, I know you like other shit. What movies do you like? What music do you like? And you're like, this fitness playlist. Oh, I like watching, I don't know, fitness man. I don't know,
What's the
fucking
one with Arnold where is it Pumping Iron?
Baywatch. Pumping. I don't even know.
There's like a documentary about Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. Yeah, he's there's like a bunch of iconic lines in it, but he's like, yeah, pumping iron is like coming.
Oh, I have seen that video.
Yeah, that's from that documentary. It's great.
He talks about like he's like, I get like an orgasm every time I
For real, yeah.
I nut every time. Today's episode is sponsored by Cummies Energy.
Are you tired all the time? Are you tired of not enough energy? You wanted taurine? We're giving you taurine. We completely cut out the middleman and are giving you 40 fluid ounces of raw, unfiltered bull semen. 9,000 micrograms of creatine. 1,000 milligrams of artificial caffeine. They say life's a bull. Well, grab that bull by the horns and suck its dick dry of every ounce of energy. Crack open a cold Cummies Energy by Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is not responsible for any vaccine-related symptoms.
So, yeah, there's plenty of, like, it doesn't matter what the project is, what you're working on, what you're writing, drawing, making, even if it's a business, getting it done and putting it out is the
hardest step.
Is the hardest thing.
But once you do
be,
it, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's like breathing.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many projects where I've over-prepared, overthought,
And then
put a bunch of work into
don't
it,
get to the first step.
never released it, never showed anyone anything, and it just like
You're
sat
getting
there.
too hypercritical.
Yeah, and I look at it. Even if I were to look at it, I'd look at it and think it's
So,
not done.
Bro, I there's so many music artists I know. There's so many people I know that are so talented and will never ever blow up because they don't put shit out.
Yeah,
Whether it's paintings, music, whatever. They don't drop. You know, it's like Obi-Wan Jacoby. How do I know someone's a comedian if I go to your Instagram and you don't have any posts?
Nothing.
There's no stand-up. There's no skits. There's no nothing. How do I know? If you're a musician, I have friends that are musicians. How do I know? How is anyone gonna know that you make music if I go to your page and it's memes and stupid shit?
yeah,
That shit is cool, but it's got to be like, you gotta know how to evenly disperse the content. Like, you got to be letting people know like what you're doing, or how is anyone supposed to know?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been doing this for 10 years. You've dropped one album.
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean you've been doing this for 10? Put some shit out.
yeah, exactly.
But it's the people that succeed are the people that just get over that initial fear and try. And usually it works out for those people. Like, honestly, most things work out for most people that take the first step and try.
Absolutely. If you're putting, 10 hours a day into anything,
You're gonna succeed.
you're
100%,
gonna, there's no way you're not
Guaranteed,
going
bro.
to. And even if you're gonna fail along the way.
Oh,
but
the
eventually
results,
it's gonna work.
Yeah, the results don't come as whenever they definitely don't come in the time frame that you anticipate.
Sure.
But they always come if you put the work in.
Yeah.
I always be telling people that with music. They'd be, oh, bro, bro. It's not like I am as far as I am because I'm the world's best musician. I'm as far as I am because I'm just keep putting shit out and I'm trying.
Yeah.
The people that fall off are the people that stop trying.
True. I mean, I feel like there's nothing in life that I wasn't able to earn. And the stuff that I didn't earn or stuff I wasn't able to earn is not because I couldn't get it, it's because I didn't want it anymore.
That shit not even in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
I never say I can't because I know I can.
Anyone can.
Literally anybody can. It's about just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard. Shut the fuck up, you know?
Just do it, yeah. Another thing that I think would help is having someone else with you. Just even if they're, I mean, just having someone with you for support, just so that you know that you're not alone, will make a huge difference.
I mean, I'm alone out here in Colorado making music, but that's like the only reason I have internet friends.
Sure.
It's because when you have at least a small support community of people that are doing something the same as you, you know you're not feeling alone, or you know you're not the only one, or you know it's motivating.
Yeah.
It's like at least music feels to me like I go to like a college, like SoundCloud University, and like all these people, whether they're my friends or not, we all go to the same school, we all go to the same university, and like, you know, it's nice to know that like there's other people in the same struggles or the same point in growth, or you know, like it's nice to know that you're not alone. Because doing anything, doing any kind of dream job, doing this podcast, doing our animated show, there is nobody out here being like, hey guys, this is how you do this exactly, here's the keys to success, go ahead.
Sure.
No one's doing that.
No.
We have to create that for ourselves. We have to create our own curriculum.
Yeah, there's no outline for doing this stuff. There's no instructions.
No.
And I feel like all of life is like that. And the fact that school tries to train you or have you conditioned to that, like, this is how life is.
So you're really gonna do it? You're gonna throw your whole life away? Just like that? You really don't care, do you? You just gonna apply for college? It costs money to apply. It costs money to buy the books. It costs money to quit. And even when you quit, you probably still owe money. Don't you get it? It's a scam. It's always been a scam. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care where you go or what you do after you graduate. They got your money. And you're done for. Paying off shit for the rest of your life. And guess what? There's nothing you can do to get out of it. It doesn't matter how much money you don't have, how negative you are, they'll still come after you, waiting. They'll call you all the time. Non-stop calls. They'll leave messages. They have other students calling you, and those students are paying them to call you. And they get a discount on their tuition, maybe. Internships? You're thinking about internships now? After you graduated? You want to work for free after you graduated? You stupid son of a bitch. You're gonna sit at the table with a bunch of people and go grab coffees for them. Reorganize files. Push around furniture. Because that's all you're worth. I know what you're thinking, because I thought the same thing. I'll just go back to school, get a master's. It can only be done in a year. It's not that bad. $120,000 fucking dollars for 1 year of school. No one even calls you master. You'll be at Apple, at the fucking Genius Bar, helping people with no degrees and making more money than you with their newer version of the iPhone than you. And then they're gonna pay Apple a lot of money, and you're not even gonna make 1% of that. College, not even once.
We were just talking about Voodoo Donuts yesterday. The workers are going on strike today for unfair work conditions.
Good. They should. I'm not really a fan of that place. I feel like it's
overhyped.
Yeah,
and they definitely laundering money.
They put cereal on donuts. What's the big?
That shit is a
big
whack
deal. I mean, if you've had their donuts,
that's just some white people shit, bro.
I don't know what it is, but people just
the
like they
motherfuckers
wanna
put cereal in everything.
Yeah.
Oh, let me you know, like fucking Captain Crunch coated onion rings. Like people, bro. I'm telling you, that's just like
with like
marshmallow
with
whip. Yeah, with liquor. Yeah. With bourbon marshmallow whip.
There are places like that where they put liquor in.
That's just
cereal.
disgusting, bro.
Yeah, we should come up with our own cereal for adults.
Yeah, adults only.
Yeah. Like,
you know who would be totally into that? OnlyFans.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if it was like a...
Waking up can be hard. Started off with breakfast in bed. OnlyFans presents a brand new cereal infused with horny goat weed and sea moss, featuring vitamin B12. Now's your chance to get your hands on a bowl that you'll never forget. Orgasmos. It's amazing. And if you have more than one bowl, get ready to call your doctor. No, seriously, you'll absolutely have an erection for longer than 8 hours.
Primary healthcare physician.
You know what that feels like? Having a hard erection for 8 hours straight? Pretty damn good.
Okay.
Especially when your doctor's on the line.
I'll take your word for it.
Asking you to describe your symptoms. Hey doc, it's me, your patient. I've had more than twice the amount of recommended servings of Orgasmos.
Is that too much?
Oh, I just need to tell you about my symptoms. It's so hard for me to describe. I think I'm just gonna have to come and show you.
Come for me. Orgasmo.
No sugar added. No preservatives. No MSG.
None of that.
Only raw, unprotected.
Oh yeah. Ingredients. Orgasmo. Get back into bed. This is what breakfast should feel like. Orgasmos.
I also got an album coming out on October 8th.
Oh, yeah.
Not to plug myself in my own podcast. Album October 8th, 8th.
Sponsor.
New album October 8th, 8th.
So tune in.
New
October
album
8th.
October 8th,
Just so
8th.
you know. October 8th.
No, but I'm seriously blessed for this podcast. It's been a really new experience. You know, neither of us have podcasted before. We're super new to this.
Yeah.
But it's cool that some people are enjoying it, you know? It's not like...
Yeah, for our first episode to...
Everybody doesn't have to like this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't expect everybody to be like, oh, this is so fucking hilarious and cool.
I do. And if
Yeah,
they
fuck
don't,
you. If you don't,
And if
I
you
hate-
don't, then something's wrong with you. This is amazing. All of this.
No, that's what I be thinking to myself, but in all reality, it's not like I can expect
Well,
every person to like it.
everyone makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. If Primordial Soup ever gets actual traction, a
Yeah.
really good promotional billboard would be us turning a pool into a bowl of soup. And
Yeah.
have letters floating in it, like alphabet soup. This
Yeah.
is Primordial Soup, but it's a pool.
That would be pretty wild.
That would
That's
go
a lot of
viral as
soup.
fuck.
Yeah.
You just put a little bit of a food safe dye into someone's swimming pool.
No, we'd have to make a YouTube video and be like, "What's up, guys? Today we're going to fill an entire swimming pool
full
with
of soup. Is it our swimming pool? Absolutely not. I'm renting.
Just rent an Airbnb.
You rent the
Drain
Airbnb, drain it, fill it with Campbell's tomato soup,
Make a video and dip.
and just dip. And they come back like,
what the
it
hell
smells
happened?
like shit.
What is going? Is that? what
Yo,
is
that's heinous, bro.
that? Yeah.
That's foul.
Right.
But YouTubers be doing that shit.
I mean, probably if it makes them enough money, they can
It
just
gets
pay.
enough clicks.
Yeah. But yeah, they'd probably get sued pretty bad.
Yeah, they probably would get sued. pretty
Probably. But I mean, every Airbnb contract and rules that I've read had said nothing about filling the pools with soup. So this should be an opportunity.
So you could take it to court.
Maybe.
And be like, hey, it doesn't say I can't fill this pool full of soup.
I did not know that. They did not make that clear to me.
No, they didn't. They never reached out and said, listen, there's a pool, no soup in the pool.
Please.
Nobody ever said that.
Yeah.
And most of the Campbell's soup is condensed, so it really
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't take too much soup to mix with the water that's already in
Yeah,
there.
we can keep some water.
But then you have all the chemicals that's in there too, so it's not
Yeah.
like anybody could actually eat the soup.
Which is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why would we do it?
But I only want to eat it after everybody swims in it.
And some even while.
And by everybody, I mean just you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd like. I think if that'd make you happy, we should do that.
Oh my god.
There's compilations on YouTube of like artists and DJs doing like crowd activities,
Yeah.
and I've seen all of them.
Crazy shit, like
They-
riding canoes, doing like
Yeah.
those giant orb balls, like crazy shit, bro.
There's one where the artist was like, "All right, everyone, we're gonna go from left to right," and they had this sea of people just like moving like 3 steps to the right and 3 steps to the left, 3 steps to the right, 3 steps to the left, which is crazy to see from their perspective.
That's what I love about death metal and like metal shows and like hardcore shows, is that the bands be, want to talk about commanding a crowd, motherfuckers be like, open the motherfucking pit, and everyone,
Yeah.
opens up and people just start beating the shit out of you. Let's go! And people start beating the shit out of each other on command.
Yeah.
Like one of the first concerts I ever went to was Lamb of God, and they're not even. It's not like they're super hardcore. They're like more like older metal than compared to like what kids listen to now and shit like that. But it was called like a wall of death. What they did is like when like it splits the crowd like the Moses Red Sea, like
Yeah.
to 2 different sides, and then on the breakdown, but you just charge like the ultimate adult Red Rover. You're running towards the other side, just smashing into
That would look
motherfuckers.
so. That would
Bro.
be so cool to see. I just want to
That's
see.
what made me want to make music.
Yeah.
That's like the first music I ever made. I was in a fucking heavy metal band.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all, I was like, holy shit, they're literally, it's like, it's not mind control, but
That's-
it is. They're like, come
It's-
on, you're going to separate, and then you're going to run into each other
Right.
and beat the fuck out of
Yeah.
each other. And people do, and it's lit.
Yeah, and they enjoy every minute of it.
It's so lit.
No, that's just like
That's what taught me how to get my
Influence,
ass
yeah.
beat.
that's what.
I feel like that's what taught me how to get my ass beat, how to take a good whooping.
Yeah,
Between getting whooped at home and mosh pits, they teach you how to take a good whooping.
I've never been in a mosh pit before,
Oh, bro.
but I also am a pretty
feel
boring
like-
person sometimes.
I feel like that would,
Change my life.
yeah, change your life.
Yeah,
Because usually sometimes there's like the dickheads, like 35-year-old skinheads that are just like in the
Angry.
pit to beat the shit out of little kids. But most of the time it's like a cool environment. Like everyone's like just moshing, having a good time. No one's actually trying to hurt people. It's just
Yeah.
like a vibe.
have you seen that video where it's like it's this really small show, and it's like it's a metal band, and
Did you like kick somebody in the face?
Yeah, the
of
guy just
course,
like goes
of
in
course.
there just trying to
Yeah.
hurt people, and there's like 6 people there. What are you doing?
Some people will take it too, but most of the time it's like a good environment. Like,
Yeah.
like all the older dudes are looking out for like the little kids, or like if there's any like, women in the mosh pit, people are not like just being dicks and like
Right, just like punching
public,
people in the face.
it's none of that. It's like I've caught elbows, met fat bruises, black eyes from a mosh pit, but it's no one's
Yeah.
intentionally trying to beat the shit out of you.
I feel like when that
It's
happens,
like an
too, people
angsty.
stop.
It's like
and like, oh, are you okay?
It's like raw XD therapy. You're just kind of like having a temper tantrum, but it's so lit, bro.
you should mosh right now.
Just start.
You just beat the shit out of me. How do you feel? Isn't that great?
You're just on the floor, all mangled. Ah!
There you go, man. Your first mosh experience.
Hospital! No hospital.
No hospital.
Rub some dirt on it.
This is the mosh experience.
Just
You
spit
start
on you
spitting
and
on
pee on you.
This is the
Take that.
experience.
This is all you're worth. I heard you worked at Home Depot.
You want that manager position? This is how you're gonna earn it.
That's how you're gonna earn it.
Got
Good
it.
old-fashioned hazing.
Yeah.
Phi Sigma Delta. You want to be a part of our fraternity? You gotta touch wieners and let me piss on you.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet they do a bunch of weird stuff.
Dude, they do a bunch of weird stuff. I used to know dudes who went to DU, bro.
Yeah,
and one of the DU hazing is people had to elephant walk.
What's that?
I mean, if you really want me to go into it, you have to. It's a circle of dudes. You have to like get butt ass naked and like stick your finger in like the butthole of the dude in front of you and like grab the balls of the person behind you or some shit, and then walk in like a circle around a fire or something.
How would you grab the balls?
I don't know how. I don't know the logistics, bro. But he was telling me some crazy shit he had to do to join his fraternity, bro. And let me tell you, I was like, yo,
it's not for me.
No, bro. Are you hell fucking no?
Yeah.
What the? It's like. They be intentionally a bunch of like homophobic dudes be humiliating you, making you do gay shit.
Damn.
Because it's like the super aggro musclehead fucking hell yeah, bro. It's always those dudes.
Yeah.
Doing some like a super out of pocket shit.
Yeah, that's just like straight up.
I've seen like I've seen crazy hazing where they like duct tape people to a fucking lamppost butt naked and like make them like sit there all night. Like they be making kids do really fucked up shit, bro. The fraternity and sorority community is like so twisted and like mentally fucked up. You'd be paying a yearly fee to have friends that don't give a fuck about you.
So I joined a fraternity when I was in school.
Hey, turn up. Sigma Phi Delta.
But not like that. We were like what?
Like a D&D fraternity?
It wasn't basically, yeah. It was exactly that. We had the highest GPA and like
turn up.
It was the fraternity that people were like, oh yeah, that's where you go if you didn't get accepted to any fraternities. I chose that fraternity. I wanted to be in that one. All my friends were in it. Like they're great people. Like we played board games.
So you're like, hell yeah. No, you didn't have to do no hazing?
Nothing
Turn
like
up.
that. No.
Let's go.
No.
Hello. My name is Calvin Brownstone. You might know me from all the super lit fraternity parties at Kappa Phi. You know, where we totally crush puss. But I'm here to talk about more serious matters. Due to too much partying, and definitely not the 300 counts of sexual assault, our fraternity has been defunded. And we totally need you to help these poor fraternity brothers. That would be super rad of you, bro. Look at freshman Bobby Thurston. Look at him. Completely sober, bro. Hella not lit. At all. Completely deprived of crushing puss. For just $3,000 a month, you can help Bobby and lots of other super rad sick brothers and help fund their totally sick and not toxic alcohol and ketamine addiction. It would be super rad. Totally. Turned down for what?
Do you know what it feels like to chew 5 gum?
Oh yeah.
Well, it sounds a little something like this. And it feels a little something like this. And it tastes a lot like this. You can spit or swallow. I won't tell. 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.